So I'm making this video because my driver's and passenger front windows went dead while I was driving home, and ended up driving on the freeway for 20 minutes with windows down. Thankfully it's not raining. But when I got home, I did some research and found that the most likely cause of this was broken wires in the door jamb here. So I looked in the door jamb, and this has been cut already, and there's taped wires in there. Surprise, surprise. So I found a couple of wires that had some broken insulation in there, but none were completely broken and separated. So I wrapped up the wires with the broken insulation and jiggled them around, and still windows are not working. So I thought, okay, obviously a fuse was blown because a couple wires touched. So I looked in the fuse kind of section here in the owner's manual, wherever it is. It shows you where the fuses are, or tells you what fuses are where. And it says CB3 is the one for the power windows, and I believe that is that yellow one right there. There's CB2 and CB3. So I pulled those out. I pulled them both out because I didn't know which one is CB2 or CB3, because you can't get your head far enough in there to actually read the little black numbering against the black plastic, which is stupid. And pulled them both out, and they're very large fuses, and plugged them back in, and now my power windows are working. I'm pretty sure they must be like a breaker fuse, breaker style fuse. So as I was digging around in my fuse panel though, I found out that this 10 amp fuse right here, that red one, had a copper wire wrapped around it. As I was poking at these fuses, I saw sparks and a bright light coming out of it, so I pulled it as quickly as I could, and it was melted and had a copper wire wrapped around it. So obviously someone had an issue with that fuse before, but I put a new one in there, and my interior lights, which is what that fuse is for, are working, and I'm not having any issues with it, which is good. So I'm glad that I was digging around in my fuse panel and found that, because that could have ended a lot worse. But I'm hoping that if anyone else has the same issue as I do and the power windows stop working on you, hopefully this will solve the problem for you as well.